Hello everyone, my name is Int'l. I come from CCNU. It's my great honor to present our work today, exploring and understanding cross-service code clones in microservice projects. Welcome to this presentation. First, about our motivation. In recent years, the microservice architecture has drawn a great deal of attention from the software community. The main idea of the microservice architecture is to decompose a software project into a series of small and loosely coupled services. Each service is supposed to be developed, maintained, and deployed independently. This greatly improves the efficiency of software. However, microservice architecture is not a silver bullet in software development. There are still many unsolved problems. A recent work pointed out code clones were commonly occurred in microservice projects. Moreover, some code fragments in different services form clones and have commodifications in varying iterations, which violates the independence of services. Although we have known the existence and impact of cross-service code clones, the reason for the occurrence of such clones still remain unexplored. So we try to figure out what kinds of files or methods are more likely to introduce code clones and why. What are the characteristics of such clones or methods? Then we design our methods. First, we selected 22 open source projects from GitHub. We try to find projects which have topic or description related to microservices, obtained more than 10 stars and programmed by Java. Next, we use NICD to detect code clones in these 22 projects and compare their service information to extract cross-service clones. We found 2,722 pairs of clones in these projects. Thirdly, we manually analyzed these code clones at the file level. 3 researchers manually classified files containing cross-service clones into DP file, DR file, and DI file according to the different degree of data processing. Finally, we perform a code-level analysis of these cross-service clones. Here we focused on the methods in clone pairs. 3 researchers manually analyzed the characteristics of these methods, meaning considering the annotations, functionality, context, and the code structure. After the experiment of the above steps, we answer the following 2 research questions. RQ1. What are the characteristics of files that contain cross-service code clones? As we mentioned before, we divided files into 3 types. In Figure 1, we can see that 386 files contain cross-service clones, and there are 114 3DI files. This indicates that there are relative more DI files. Then we analyzed the likelihood of each file type in cross-service code clones. Table 1 shows the number of cross-service clones, the number of involved projects, and the average values. We can see that DR files contain the most cross-service clones, and the average clones per file is the highest. Last, we analyzed the tasks or responsibilities of each file and get Table 2. Here we briefly introduce a case. 2 files of different services of the Swarm project are linked by clones. The clone task of these 2 files is to implement a variety of operations on data. If the logic of any one operation is similar, cross-service clones may be introduced. Next, we answer RQ2. What are the characteristics of methods involved in cross-service code clones? We draw a hierarchical taxonomy. The meaning of nodes is shown in the PPT. Due to time constraints, we only show category, config, and function next. First, we can see 176 clone pairs are related to the type of config. The config methods could be divided into 3 subcategories: project build, communication, and database. Here, 11 cases of 3 subcategories occurred in 12 different projects, implying that cross-service clones in config category have a strong uniqueness, because Each project and even each service may adopt different technical schemes, but if two services in a project adopt same technical scheme, it's easier to bring cross-service clones. Next, if clone pairs exist in the methods for implementing specific business concerns, we consider they are in the function type, which can be further divided into three subcategories: communication, data operation, and support. We can say 966 clone pairs in 19 projects belong to this category, meaning happened in communication and data operation cases. Developers should pay special attention to avoid or manage related clones when they need to implement similar business concerns. Last is the conclusion. In this paper, we analyzed 2,722 cross-service code clones from 22 open-source projects. In the file-level analysis, we categorized files into three types: DP files, DR files, and DI files. DR files are more likely to introduce cross-service clones. In addition, we further divided each type of files into multiple specific cases, which suggested why clones happen in these files. In the method-level analysis, we proposed a catalog consisting of 4 categories with 10 subcategories. For a complex subcategory, we further summarized its specific cases to illustrate reasons for the emergence of clones. This is the whole content of my report. Thank you very much for your patience.